Decision-making can be daunting, especially when faced with overwhelming options. Dr. Smith, can you explain why some choices feel more paralyzing than others?
Certainly, choices that have long-term consequences like career paths or relocating engage our emotions deeply. This emotional involvement often clouds our logical reasoning, making it harder to see both sides of a decision clearly, as Benjamin Franklin noted.
Franklin's insight holds true even today, yet many still struggle with clarity. Could you share an example of how overwhelming choices can lead to inaction?
Absolutely, consider someone choosing a university. With numerous factors such as location, finances, and academic reputation, the decision can become paralyzing. A survey by Education Research Group found that 60% of students delayed their application due to indecision.
That's a significant statistic. However, some argue that considering fewer options could lead to missing better opportunities. How would you counter that argument?
A valid concern. Yet Franklin believed that organizing options into pros and cons, even if many, helps clarify priorities. This method doesn't limit choices but rather enhances the decision-making process by illuminating the most relevant ones.
Many people use simple pros and cons lists. Dr. Smith, why does this method remain popular despite its simplicity?
The beauty of a pros and cons list lies in its ability to visually separate positive and negative aspects. This visual clarity aids in understanding complex decisions, much like a balance sheet in accounting, highlighting the heavier side.
Could you give an anecdote illustrating how effective this method can be?
Sure, a friend once debated whether to move abroad for work. Listing his pros like career growth against cons such as leaving family helped him decide objectively. This method revealed his true priorities, leading to a confident decision.
Critics argue that such lists are too simplistic, overlooking nuances and emotional factors. What's your take on this critique?
While true in part, Franklin's method of adding weights to each pro and con addresses this. It acknowledges the complex emotional weight of decisions, offering a more nuanced analysis than a basic list could provide.
Let's delve into Franklin's unique twist, the weighted analysis. Dr. Smith, how does this method work in practice?
Franklin's method involves assigning weights to each pro and con based on their significance. By striking out items of equal weight and balancing 2 cons against 3 pros, he reduced the list to core elements, making decisions more manageable.
That sounds intricate. Have you seen or used this method in contemporary settings?
Indeed, in corporate decision-making, weighted analysis is prevalent. Companies often assess potential projects by weighing benefits against costs and risks, much like Franklin's method, to focus on the most impactful factors.
Yet some might say this approach is too mechanical, lacking emotional consideration. How can we address this concern?
Integrating emotional factors as weighted criteria can bridge that gap. For instance, a project's impact on employee morale can be weighted alongside financial metrics, ensuring a holistic view that respects both logic and emotion.
Looking ahead, how might decision-making evolve with technology and new methodologies?
The future holds exciting prospects. AI could revolutionize decision-making, offering real-time analysis of pros and cons based on vast data sets. Imagine an AI-driven app that suggests weighted decisions tailored to individual emotional and practical needs.
That's fascinating. Could you provide a hypothetical scenario of such technology in action?
Picture an AI advising a family on relocation by analyzing job markets, schools, and lifestyle preferences. It would weigh these against personal values, providing a decision forecast that balances all facets effectively.
However, there's concern about over-reliance on AI diminishing our decision-making skills. How might we mitigate this risk?
It's crucial to use AI as a tool, not a replacement. Educating individuals to interpret AI suggestions critically ensures we remain active participants in our decision-making processes, blending human intuition with technological precision.